So some colossal changes are coming to the real estate world here in the United States, and they are going to shake things up for buyers and sellers across the country. So I don't know if you're in your forever home or not. If you're not, then you will want to watch this video about how these changes will affect you both now and in the future. And this information could save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of stress. So let's take a look at this together, okay? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kirsten Openshaw, trusted realtor in the Parker and Tarrant County areas of North Texas, and I can understand that this is likely not the first time that you have heard about these changes, and that is exactly why you should watch this video. As you get to know me through my videos, you will continuously become aware that my goal is always to keep you more informed about the real estate market so that you can make better decisions for your future. So let's dive in right now and see what is really going on and how it directly affects you. So the National Association of Realtors, otherwise known as NAR, recently settled a significantly huge legal case, and it is leading to some major changes within the real estate industry as we know it. These colossal changes took effect on August 17th, 2024. As part of these changes, offers of compensation, otherwise known as Buyer's Agent Commission or BAC, it was nicknamed, will no longer be listed on the MLS. A common misconception that's running rampant alongside this is currently that you no longer have to be required to pay a buyer's agent. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment and how that statement is untrue, okay? This is not the end of compensation discussions by any means. These discussions will just now take place off of the MLS, which it will be requiring more direct negotiations between buyers and sellers facilitated by your trusted real estate professional like me. Now, one of the biggest changes this legal statement brings is the requirement of written agreements between buyers and their realtor. As a legal requirement per NAR, you will now have to sign an agreement before any agent in the United States can represent you or show you any homes that are for sale. Now, this is not pertaining to open houses. Go see my video on that specifically if you have questions there, okay? This agreement will state that the buyer is ultimately responsible for paying their agent's compensation directly, highlighting the fact that commissions are and always have been fully negotiable, and that they are not required nor fixed by anyone or any law. Now, while this might seem like an extra step, it is actually designed to bring more transparency and ensure everyone is clear on the terms from the beginning. It is also critically important to make a note that a top agent like myself often get their buyer's agent compensation covered by the seller with their excellent negotiation skills on your behalf. Now more than ever before, it is critically important who you choose to work with. As sooner or later, you will find out that not all agents are the same, nor do they offer the same professional services like me. So in an ever-changing market where everyone is certainly aware of their bottom dollar, which professional realtor you choose to hire is undoubtedly the most important decision you will make in regards to your time, your effort, your money, and in the stress level of buying your home or selling your next home. Now, sellers, it is your turn. How do these changes affect you moving forward? Let's break it down so you will be more confident to navigate these changes when you are ready to sell your next home. Historically, the seller often paid for the buyer's agent's commissions. With these new changes, the buyers will now be responsible for compensating their agents directly. This will be negotiated at the beginning of that relationship with the agent with the signed written representation agreement. However, this can still be negotiated with their offer terms to buy your house. So you, as a home seller, you can still offer to pay part or all of the buyer agent's compensation and their fee. You might be thinking, with buyers now responsible for paying their agent's compensation, why should I even offer to cover some of these costs? By covering all or part of these agents' compensation, this can make your property substantially more appealing. And you can watch more on that in my other detailed video where I really break that down here on my channel, or message me and I'll send it to you. essentially, it is a strategic move that can help your home sell for faster and for a better price, which is ultimately what every home seller wants, right? So now let's discuss the situation that is called intermediary. This is in Texas. This affects both buyers and sellers. This is where the listing broker works for both the buyer and the seller. So let's use a scenario that most people are somewhat familiar with. Would you let the same attorney cover you and the side that you're opposing in a case or a trial? Now, granted, there are some situations where the sale is so straightforward that it might be a limited risk for you. However, the majority of time, this is not the case, and problems can continue for years after a sale. Now, buyers, you're likely questioning, are you able to just represent yourself now? And I'm glad you asked that, because this is a situation that unless you have extensive current knowledge and experience in this field, I would strongly recommend against it. Because going up against a top agent like myself, I can promise you your buying power and protections will be at a major disadvantage without the help of a skilled agent on your side. And what might sound like a good idea at the time, statistics proves that the less professional assistance you receive, the lesser the sale is in your favor. Now, homeowners and sellers, history proves that when a home is sold without an agent, the homeowner sells the home for a lesser price versus hiring a professional realtor like me. History demonstrates they sell for a much higher price. So yes, you can and always have been able to sell a home without a realtor. My question for you is it worth selling your home at a loss? Or would you rather sell for a better price even after paying the compensation to your agent? What would the answer be for you? If you were to ask any for sale by owner, for example, if they're offering compensation to a buyer's agent for them bringing a buyer, you will find the majority of them will say yes, because they want to attract the most amount of most qualified buyers. So I can tell you this, most people hire me because of our strategic marketing strategy. And what this means for you when you're selling a home is that we use our system to locate the most qualified, capable, and excited buyer to buy your home. Ultimately, what do you think about a qualified buyer will do for the sale of your home? And on the flip side of that, as a home buyer, most people hire me because of our targeted marketing access to pre-market homes. And what that means for you as a buyer is we find the best homes for sale before anybody else knows they're available. So you have zero competition. So as you navigate these changes, you will see that without a real estate professional like me, you are on your own in a very complex, ever-changing maze. And while you may find these changes overwhelming or confusing, like a lot of people right now are, you will begin understanding how when you choose to work with me, undoubtedly it is my role to keep you informed, protected, and most of all, moved on to your next adventure in the time frame that you desire. So as always, I look forward to hearing from you and helping you buy or sell your next home whenever you are ready. If you did find value in this video, go ahead and like it, comment, or message me back and let me know what you found the most helpful, because I would love to hear your feedback and see how else I can help you answer questions about the current market or the changes within the market. As always, have a fantastic day, and I